Hello and welcome back to the TS Master tutorial series. My name is Ali Khairi and I'm a control engineer here at Software Motion. In the previous session, we have talked about who this tutorial series is designed for and the things that you are going to cover in this series. Also, we had a look at the Tucson TS Master hardware and its main features. In today's session, we are going to go to the software itself and talk about the interface tabs and the main features that you need to know before starting any analysis, monitoring data, or simulation. First, I want to mention that you should have Windows 7 or above, 8 GB RAM, and of course 4.3 free space memory in order to install TS Master. Now that know what is TS Master and we get familiar with the key features in the previous session, let's open TS Master. You click on the icon. For example, you can click on Create Empty Project here. Yeah, this is the software. Here we have the application title bar. You can see the version of the TS Master and the name of that configuration that you uploaded in TS Master. In the ribbon toolbar, we have different tabs. Each one of them contains multiple windows that can be used for simulation, monitoring, coding, code generation, etc. But the most usable tab that you use is Analysis, that has main feature that we are going to talk about. Also, to cover other tabs too. TS Master has tab configuration. Here you can click in here and add a new tab. For example, let's type it graphics. And also you can delete the tab by right click on it and choose delete tab. For example, we can add analysis or maybe link Diagnostics. This tab configuration enables you to manage your project properly for a specific task. You can create a tab and working on it. And in each tab, you can open different windows and work with it. Another important point that you should pay attention to it is the status bar at the bottom of the software. Here you can check this connection status, runtime, logging information, write information, and always when you are working with TS Master, you should pay attention, specifically when you are working in real-time configuration. Let's get back to the ribbon toolbar and talk about analysis briefly. We have here start operation. Start operation connects all logical channels of the software to the hardware channels, which is very important. For example, when you click here, you can see the application goes to the online mode. When you stop it, you disconnect all the logical channels of the software to the hardware channels. When you start the software, the Windows configuration and the others configuration of the software will be blocked in order to make the application stable. In data analysis section, you can see trace that there is a window, as you can see, very useful. You can see the messages that are sent and received over the CAN. You can see absolute time here. You can see counter, channel, and identifier, and many other features that in the following session we are going to talk about all of them in detail. There is transmit when you can define specific data, or you can choose from your database and send the data over the CAN. We can see graphics here, numeric display, statics. These things are visualization tools in TS Master that enable you to track a specific thing out in real time or in replay simulation. Here you can add your DBC file that is designed by a network engineer, and also Gauge is another visualization tool that we are going to talk about in detail in the future. All of these are in this tab. If you click on another tab, you will see that all of these windows disappear, and however, you still have others windows here. Let's move on to logging and replay section. You can see a login configuration. You have start and stop logging. Whenever you are seeing data, in order to record the data, you can stop this start and stop logging in order to have that data. Plus logger, you can configure the way that you are going to log that data. Bus replay, you can upload your BLF file, for example, or the data that previously is recorded, and you can replay it and see the result. Log converter can convert the format of your file to any other format that you want. For example, you can convert the BLF file to ASC file, which is very important. In hardware section, in ribbon toolbar, you have channel selection, hardware network, and channel mapping, which are very important. Channel selection, you can configure your installation hardware. For example, let me add 4 or maybe 1. You can say the CAN1, alliance name CAN1 active, and go to the which channel. As I don't have Tucson TS Master hardware here, we can set it the TS Master virtual device CAN1. When you click on add, your software is ready to be connected to the hardware. In channel mapping provides advanced features in order to configure your connection to the hardware and network system. You can also set different features of your hardware and their communication. For example, you can set baud rate here. Let's talk about the projects in the ribbon toolbar. It's very, very important and common use is tile horizontal. When you click on tile horizontally, you can sort out your windows in order to be more convenient to follow and maybe compare different messages or signals that you can see. You can also horizontally and vertically set it, and also you can click on tabbed windows in order to have all the windows in a tabbed way here. That was the almost new session of Tucson TS Master tutorial series. Always pay attention to the status bar down below in order to check your connection. Also, I need to mention that in TS Master we have universal drag and drop. Whenever you have a file in any format, you can drag it and drop it in TS Master, and automatically it will be opened in the TS Master. Thank you so much for your time, and let's move on to the next sessions and talk about each one of these features and how to use them effectively. Thank you so much.